Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up our next guest. I'm thrilled that she's here. She's a talented improviser. She makes these great characters. You've probably seen her on Above Average. She's one of your compatriots over there. And she's over there at UCB where she's on one of the Maud teams, which I assume she's in some kind of group that celebrates Norman Lear productions dealing with difficult social issues. So let's please, that's for an older audience. But for a couple of people that are listening at home, some parents and some neighborhood friends. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Veronica Osorio. Veronica. There you are. Nice to see you. Have a seat. There you are. You got the microphone.
That's festive.
Everybody gets a theme song. Veronica, now as I understand it, you grew up in Venezuela, is that correct?
Yeah.
And how was that for you? One of the hotbeds of comedy?
That was, it's particular.
Particular?
Yeah, it was fun.
It seems like it.
It was great.
Yeah, Caracas, what was the place that you grew up?
I grew up in Caracas. It's a big city. It has a lot of buildings and just mangoes and crime.
Well, I'm sold. That's right out of the tourist literature.
Yeah.
And I understand you grew up learning English through Saturday Night Live?
Kind of, yes. Yeah.
And,
so like what I did, I didn't watch things. I mean, everything is dubbed and it's a nightmare. And then eventually, like my parents would argue in English, so I was like, one day I'll know what you're arguing about. And then they got cable, and that was when I got sucked in by the television.
Yeah.
And I watched like SNL reruns and Seinfeld, and they all had subtitles, so eventually I figured it out. Right?
Yeah. And who was your cast then of Saturday Night Live?
Dennis Miller was the Weekend Update.
Dennis Miller,
yeah,
that was my era too. I love that one.
Yeah.
I love it. I also love that couple of, maybe a year or so, it was like Michael McKean and Sarah Silverman. Like just awkward.
A year ago?
No, not a year ago, but there was a year, I think 94, that season, the 20th season. Well, I guess that's 20 years ago. That seems hard to believe, doesn't it? But anyhow, that season was so awkward. It was just a beautiful thing to watch. Janine Garofalo was on that one too. It was very, Chris Elliott, everybody felt uncomfortable, but I liked watching that one.
Yeah.
So do you have things from that era that's how you still remain? Do you order things in a kind of funny way?
Maybe. I thought when I moved to New York 6 years ago now, I thought I knew slang and I didn't. And I thought I knew English and I didn't. I didn't know what caterpillar was and words like, it was random words, but then I would say complicated words too. Don't move countries, guys. It's a nightmare.
No, we're going to stay right here.
Yeah,
but now did you find yourself seeking out like 3 other people to hang out with all the time and go to the diner? Were you expecting that?
Yeah, no, I didn't go to Central Park or to the Seinfeld diner.
The Seinfeld diner?
No, I thought Americans were like in television and then they were like people. Does that sound weird?
It's a tough rude
I grew up on television.
When you find out that they're actual people.
Yeah, it was nice.
In America.
Yeah.
And so when did you discover, but were you then interested in comedy from that young point?
Yeah, I didn't, I thought it was great. That's what I thought of it, but I was like, I was doing theater since I was a kid. And then people wouldn't take me seriously, so I started doing that comedy.
And you're a child actor with some acclaim.
Yes.
And you also learned how to juggle.
I learned how to juggle because I had this boyfriend. Don't they jugglers?
That's how many jugglers start.
I had this boyfriend who was a juggler, and I was like, I can be better than you.
How'd you meet the juggler boyfriend?
Well, when I turned 18, someone said, you should train as a clown. And I said, okay.
You gotta get better friends.
I felt he was good.
Yeah?
And this guy trained me for 2 weeks, like a one-on-one. It was really hard. Training for clowning is hard.
No, I don't doubt that.
Okay. I didn't do like nose or anything. It's just clown is like a heightened version of yourself, basically. So it's not. I didn't do like red nose or any of that. So I started going to hospitals and doing clowning in like hospitals. It was fun, like
a captive audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were always there. They had no way but to watch. So yeah, I got them.
What was your tool of choice as a juggler?
Pins.
Pins.
They're
yes.
balls. They're pins.
Yep.
They're like torches. I chose pins.
Yep.
Yep.
I got a couple empty whiskey bottles you could try if you want me to send some over to the house.
I've done that.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not good.
Well, I got to remember, that's, you've given us a valuable lesson for young women listening to Have a Werther's original, by all means.
I'm very excited about
anybody,
this.
if you'd like to help yourself, just grab from the elephant. And
a good time, right?
yeah, but I think young women can learn a lot to not be lured in by a juggler who is going to teach you how to be a clown.
I tell you what,
for 2 weeks.
We broke up when he turned into a kids party magician.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my limit. So,
It's
yeah.
a familiar story. Let me tell you, I think
We all can relate to this.
All of us can relate.
Yeah.
And of course, you've been in a number of web series and web projects and things like that. And one of the things that when did you discover UCB? Did you say that already? When did you come into that?
I thought New York was my city.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done this. Sorry. I'm gonna spit it out just for talking purposes. This is not something for my country, guys. Don't judge my country for this. This is me.
Your country is here now.
My country is.
We spit stuff out all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I didn't know that about Americans.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. UCB. So I was like, I gotta get out of this third world place, and I was like, so I tell you what. I started doing improv, and after I took like the 6th class with the same person, I was like, there's gotta be more out there.
Yeah.
So New York City was always in my mind, and I Googled improv schools, and UCB's website looked good.
Yeah. And you trained with Chris Gethard?
I've done, workshops. And then, so I came to New York, and I was taking like theater classes, and I snuck in one night, and I was like, oh, this is cool. They're funny.
Is where you want to be.
Yeah, they're funny.
And some of the things that you're known for is these characters that you create. And
I do some characters.
Yeah, and one of the things that maybe people saw you with, and can you do one?
I guess.
Yeah, you can. Because now people here, they know, longtime listeners know that I live with my niece and her daughter, Baby Pepsi. That's her legal name. And she, Baby Pepsi, loves Parks and Recreation. Every morning before kindergarten, she's glued to the thing. She calls it up on the Apple TV. 5 years old, and she watches this thing, and she's absolutely, it's wonderful. And we get a lot of, anyhow, so she loves the character on there. And you had some April Ludgate, played by Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
And you have a video that maybe people saw of you playing Aubrey as an adult Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
So can you do just a little bit of Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah, I can do Aubrey. I like doing it. So it's I have Aubrey guest hosting Ellen, if you'd like to see.
Yes, I would like to see that.
Okay, so it's something, I'm sitting down, which is the weirdest character thing that I've done.
You can stand up if you want.
I'll stand up. No, I won't. Okay. So it's Aubrey Plaza guest hosting Ellen. Hi. Ellen DeGeneres is in the back of my truck. Just kidding. I don't know where Ellen is, but I'm still taking over her show. Yay! So in this part of the show, Ellen tells jokes, but instead I'm gonna look at you and make you feel bad for being the person you are today. So feel bad now. Please welcome my first guest, the devil, or as you people call him, Neil Patrick Harris. And that's that.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. It's so fun. I love impressions. I love the ability to just transform, as I said, into somebody else. It's so magnificent to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of impressions. I do one. This is the only one that I do.
Yeah.
And see if you can guess who it is.
Probably won't.
Tonight on the Fleecing of America. No. Tonight, we celebrate the life of Tony Danza, who of course played the lovable ex-boxer turned taxi driver, Tony, on the TV program Taxi. And then he went on to play the lovable ex-boxer turned house cleaner on Who's the Boss.
I know who you're doing.
Yeah, who is it?
I don't...
Tom Brokaw.
Tom Brokaw,
Yeah.
that's right, the great newsman.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was great. And so, and what's happening for you right now? Would you
What am I up to?
you were influenced by SNL? Is that a goal of yours to be on there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I think it was like 5 years ago, but
Yeah.
right now I feel I want to just do weird shit.
Well, you're
You
doing
know?
it, yeah.
I just want to do my own weird stuff and put it out there and see what comes out of it. I have this goal of doing a sci-fi movie. I love sci-fi so much, and I want to just do like a one-person sci-fi movie. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I think that
You
that'd
gotta
be awesome.
have James Cameron involved. He's
Yeah.
the guy.
Yeah,
He'll do it
that'd
for
be
you.
great.
Probably. I
I'll
can
just
call.
give him a call.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You okay with body paint and that kind of thing?
I love body paint on
Me
my
too.
nipples.
Yep,
In general.
all over.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Just slather it on.
Just paint him, nips.
If you got them, paint them.
You paint them. That's what I say.
Yeah. Where would it take place?
In the nipple planet. I don't know. I haven't fleshed out this idea. It would take place, I think, somewhere like Mars. I feel like,
Yeah.
or maybe like one of the moons of Saturn that has like an ocean and there's like a potential there for human life.
There's a lot of
I
potential
think,
out there.
yeah, okay.
There's a lot of planets.
Yeah, there's a lot of planets.
Yep.
We'll see what happens with humanity, right?
That's
Maybe.
the goal of this program. Absolutely.
Good.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, where can people find out about you, Veronica?
Well, I do have a Facebook, but don't do it there.
You've already moved to LO?
Hello?
Yep, that's the new thing. Everybody today moved over to LO. It's ad-free Facebook. It's got no buttons. You can't do anything with anything else. But this is the people listening to this 10 years from now will say, oh my gosh, can you believe he was talking about LO? But right now people are like, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
So I
I
feel
hear
that
you.
in the room. But check it out.
I feel like Hello sounds like an amoeba.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So you can find me on VeronicaOsorio.com. That's OSORIO.
Yeah.
That in Spanish means Bear River.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, no one knows.
Is there such a place? The Bear River? Or just,
I
that's
guess
just two
like
words
it's
put
like-
together?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know anything.
All right. Well, I know that I've loved having you on here, Veronica.
Thank
so,
you.
Thank you very
I
much.
have a sticky candy in my hand.
Okay, so
I'm
we'll
just
touch
gonna
this
do
way.
I'm going to put it right in my mouth. Thank you.
Veronica Osorio.